Let's move on to 1 p.m. Eastern. Next spot on the board, New England Patriots at New York Jets. Patriots 0-1, as are the Jets. We're at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. East Rutherford, New Jersey. Let's pull up the market first, and that is the Patriots being hammered. We'll look at the actual cash, but open up at -3.5, now -5.5. I mean, we know the injuries before the season started to this Jets defense, to Lawson, to Davis, and now we have injuries aplenty from game one. Offensively, most important is Becton, Mekhi Becton out. I have exactly what he's out when I look at the notes, but I believe it's 6 to 8 weeks or something like that. So 5.5-point favorites are the Patriots now. This total sitting at 43. And there's been a 9-cent move towards the under. And a few books have moved. Pinnacle hasn't. And BetOnline's moved all the way to 42. And Heritage has moved to 41.5. So a lot of movement, again, towards the under. You cashed on the under in the Patriots game on week one. Bebsie and I tailed the Sonny Vega first half under. And that was a $181.82 cash. Patriots opened their season with a disappointing 17-16 loss at the Patriots. Mac Jones, 29 of 39 for 281 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks, and looked to be leading his team to a game-winning drive before Damian Harris fumbled at the 9. And it was a tough break for Damian Harris. He won that job, deservedly so, 23 carries for 100 yards, and it hurts. It hurts. He handled it right and said all the right things. Nelson Aguilar, nice start in the Patriots uniform, 5 catches for 72 yards and a touchdown. Jacoby Myers, 6 passes for 44 yards. Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry both look dangerous. They combined for 8 catches and 73 yards. James White looked dangerous out of the backfield, 6 catches, 49 yards. It's, we didn't see this offense look dangerous all of last year. And there was times that it looked dangerous, but they put up 16 points. Defensively, they were clearly missing Stephon Gilmore. Tua was able to hit deep passes, which is something we don't usually see. And they lose their offensive tackle left in the first quarter with a right calf injury. So that's the Patriots. Jets opened their season with a 19-14 loss to Carolina. Zach Wilson, 20 of 37 for 258 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He dealt with the same issues that Darnold had to deal with. The Panthers sacked him 6 times, picked him off once, and then Becton 4 to 6 weeks with a dislocated kneecap. Corey Davis looked very dangerous, catching 5 passes for 97 yards and 2 touchdowns. He looks primed and ready to go. I know that he had to deal with a lot, the death of his brother, but Bebsie and I, when he was drafted, thought he was going to be a superstar wide receiver, and maybe he still can be. The Jets got nothing out of their rushing attack. They rushed 17 times for 45 yards. Tevin Coleman rushed 9 times for 24 yards. Not a nice debut for him. They lose their punter, Braden Mann, to a left knee injury. And then Matt Amendola took over punting duties, and he actually looked pretty good. Doesn't look like a huge loss. So Jamie Sherwood, ankle injury. LaMarcus Joyner, elbow injury. Blake Cashman left with a hamstring injury. So Joyner, their safety, it's a tricep injury, and he's out for the season. Braden Mann is a knee injury. He's out 4 to 6 weeks. Sherwood has a sprained ankle, and Blake Cashman has a hamstring injury and will miss a couple weeks. 5.5 points now to the Jets. Do the Patriots deserve to be 5.5-point favorites? Bebsie, take it away.
Look, it's Pats or pass in this one, and I got to agree with Alvin here. This is a stay away game. Alvin Smith said stay away game. I agree 100%. I do think if you absolutely must bet this game, you got to bet the Pats here. A lot of that has to do with the stat that Jose posted. 13-0 at home against rookie quarterbacks is Bill Belichick. So it's going to be. Look, it's going to be a tough slog for this new quarterback, new head coach, new offensive coordinator for the Jets, especially now dealing with all these injuries. I understand why they brought Tevin Coleman over from San Francisco. He's going to help people learn this running system, but Tevin Coleman has been awful for years. If you can't get yards running in Kyle Shanahan's offense, you're not getting them elsewhere. Maybe he's going to get less touches this week, but I have no trust in either team right now. If gun to my head, I'm taking the Pats, but in reality, this game I just can't have any interest in.
And yes, the mix up with graphics. Yes, the Jets are the home squad here. I agree. So if the if the Jets can't get anything done offensively, and Zach Wilson's running for his life, is this just another under bet with Mac Jones not making mistakes, not putting himself in risky situations? Is this just clearly another under bet?
Well, yeah, probably. I mean, doesn't I want to make this very clear, especially for the Brady stands who might lose their shit when I say this. But does this not feel like the way they're building this team is the way Bill Belichick built a team around a rookie, or not a rookie rather, but a young Tom Brady? You've got a quarterback who just doesn't need to make mistakes. Like, you just got to keep him from making mistakes. That's it. And then they'll let everybody else do it. They're not going to have Mac Jones throwing for 400 yards. It's not going to happen. So, yeah, that's probably the best look, Jimmy, is taking the under again.
Looks like sharp money's on the over at this point. 49% of the tickets on the over, 78% of the cash on the over. But I don't know if I should say sharp money because they've moved this total down. Again, once it's moved a point and a half, 2 points, I can't tell when the bets were put in. 87% of the tickets, 94% of the spread bets on the New England Patriots. Could be a smash and grab. Thank you for the kind words, Craig Wood. Could be a smash and grab. Could be because
Did I say Mike Jones?
Oh, you're thinking of hip hop, man. Mike Jones. Do we think?
McCorkle.
Do we think? See, I don't know if I can sit here and say that I believe. Okay, so Dennis Garcia says we saw a lot of good stuff from Mac Jones, and I agree with that. And that offense looked good, gaining yards, just didn't look good when they needed to produce. This could be. I'm starting to think this is a smash and grab. I'm starting to think that the Patriots just beat this Jets team badly. No, I thought the Panthers were going to beat them badly, and they were up 16-0 at the half. And with the fact that all this money is on the over, Burgundy Bet says, Jimmy, the line opened at -3.5. Isn't the value gone at this point? I mean, look, Burgundy Bets, we just watched me make a terrible blunder on the Panthers in this exact situation. So you're probably right, and it's an important thing for you to have said. What did you think about this Patriots offense? Let's touch on that for a few seconds, and we'll move on.
Honestly, McCorkle has impressed me so far. I didn't have a ton of faith of him coming out of Bama, probably because of the history of most Bama quarterbacks. But I said this last week. What he does really well, actually incredibly, impressively well, is anticipate where guys are going to be. He is so good at throwing to a spot before the wide receiver has made the break. So, look, he's going to be in a situation to succeed. This is a smart offense where it's a lot of short throws. So I do like a lot of things about it. But again, it's a rookie quarterback. They don't have any real significant studs weapon-wise. They got a solid O-line. I just think I can't be too excited about it. I will say that Mac Jones has outplayed my expectations already.
I think this is a smash and grab now, after thinking about what's going on with the Jets and all the injuries, the mounting injuries. Okay, but I do see all the cash on the over, and that has me wanting to stay off the total, unless I wanted the Jets team total under, which I'm not sure of. But I'll write down. But I think it's a Pats smash and grab, and yeah, I missed the line. So, yeah, Kev, yeah, it was a monster week one for me.